Those who have followed Fantasia Barrino's career since her days on American Idol know that her love life was a complete dumpster fire for several years. For those of you who are unfamiliar with her dating history, be sure to click the link to our previous video that's linked in the description box. So anyway, after making what she deemed to be some positive changes in the way she approached dating and relationships, she met her now husband, Kendall Taylor. But their relationship has been full of twists, turns, bumps, and a bunch of hot, stinking mess. For those of you who can't stand our videos, if you don't want us, then don't talk to us. Go ahead and free yourself.
Get to stepping, animated grasshoppers.
But for the besties who love and support us unconditionally, don't forget to scoop up something to munch on at rrgsnacks.com, our online concession stand that has an assortment of Applewood smoked bacon jerky, freeze-dried goodies, and butter toffee peanuts.
If you don't want us, then don't talk to us.
To rid herself of her toxic past relationships, including that little situation where she got pregnant by the married T-Mobile store manager,
Fix it, Jesus.
Fantasia decided it was time to make some changes. She lost her home to foreclosure in 2013 and worked on paying off a $1 million past due tax bill. From there, she went on a spiritual fast for 7 months. It included no boot knocking, no relationships, no drinking, listening to a lot of sermons, and eating the Word of God. She even told Billboard magazine that she bought a ring and married herself. She said,
"Some man is gonna have to top this because I'm worth it." Okay, girl.
She also took some time to write down a list of all the qualities she wanted in a partner. She told Billboard website that she also asked God to bring her someone who would pray for her and someone who could cover her and her 2 children from previous relationships. Meanwhile, Kendall Taylor grew up without his father and gravitated toward a life in the streets. He started selling substances and was expelled from multiple high schools. He welcomed his first son when he was 15 and got shot when he was 17. He ended up getting arrested and going to jail several times. After his last jail stint, he decided to turn his life around. He started working in retail and at restaurants, and eventually worked his way up to help build a multi-million-dollar transportation and logistics company. Now, let's fast forward to 2014. While visiting a rooftop bar in Charlotte, North Carolina, a sloppy drunk guy tried to holla at Fantasia. The guy paid for her and her friends' round of drinks and invited them to accompany him and his friends at another hotspot. One person in his friend group was Kendall, of course. The drunk guy returned to his friends and told them he had just met Fantasia Barrino, and she would be joining them at the next spot. Kendall wasn't even convinced that it was Fantasia at first, but when they all arrived at the next location and fans started screaming Fantasia's name, Kendall realized he was in the presence of a celebrity.
And let me guess, then he became interested, right? Right? Am I right?
She and her friends had second thoughts about going inside the venue. In their co-authored book, which is linked in the description box, Kendall explained that he's very protective of his name and character, and he didn't want his drunk friends' antics to reflect poorly on him. So he told Fantasia and her friends that if they decided to go inside, he would make sure they had a good time. Kendall walked away, and Fantasia was not only impressed by his thoughtful words, but she was feeling his physical appearance too. She and her friends decided to go inside, and Fantasia made the first move by telling one of his friends to tell Kendall that she wanted to talk to him.
Damn. Now listen, Auntie Regina done already told y'all thirsty to stop chasing these men. You not the hunter, he the hunter, and you are the gatherer, okay? After he hunts you down, then you gather him up.
A woman making the first move doesn't always mean a relationship is doomed.
Yes, it do.
However, we've done enough of these red flag videos to know that whenever a woman steps into the role of the pursuer in a heterosexual relationship, things rarely end well. So, moving on, she and Kendall talked until the sun came up and exchanged contact information. They didn't communicate for the next few days until Fantasia reached out and invited him to a water park with her children, and some friends.
She chasing the hell out of that man, ain't she? Damn. Let him pick up the phone and call your ass for a change. And why you bringing this man around your kids so early? Now let's pause. Let's take a break right here, right quick, okay? Because I want y'all to understand where Auntie Regina is coming from. And I need my heterosexual male besties in the comments to be honest. Be honest and give your feedback on what Auntie Regina is saying, okay? Because listen, if y'all tell the truth, y'all like it when women pursue y'all, okay? It make y'all feel special and ooey and gooey on the inside. But tell me if I'm lying, if when you take the risk to pursue a woman that you want and she says yes, how much better that feel. And you conquer. You conquer. Tell the truth and shame the devil now. That is the natural order of things, okay? I don't care what y'all say. Women's rights, women's lib, it's 2024, blah, 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 whatever. You go out here and pursue these men, and then you co-sign on a car, you buy the house, you pay all the bills, you pick out their clothes, you cook, you clean, you push out 3 kids, and then 15 years later, you look back over your life and you wonder where your sex life went. Well, he don't want to have sex with his mama. Okay, that's what you ended up being his mama instead of his lover. Let me tell y'all something. Let these men be men. Okay, let these men be men. Hell, and they can't show you what they working with if you doing all the heavy lifting. Y'all out here talking about sprinkle, and masculine, and being in your feminine. Y'all out here, y'all got bigger balls than the men. Down the line, he will resent you for taking the power away from him to be the man in the relationship. Watch what I tell you now. You'll be like, I did everything for that man. You did, and that was the problem. That's why after you made him, he left you and went to somebody else where he could be the man in the relationship. You ain't got to say nothing in the comments. Ladies, y'all ain't got to drop an amen. You can if you want to, but I'm just saying, I know I'm right. Anyway... Continue.
Thank you, Auntie Regina. Where were we? Oh, yes, Fantasia inviting him to the water park. Kendall agreed to meet her there, and they had some time to talk again. During that encounter, Kendall opened up to her about his past and his criminal history. He also told her that her online pictures didn't really capture her in-person beauty. At the end of their meetup, he told her he was cool with connecting with her again, but he added, I just want to be honest and say that I'm focused on running my company and not really in a place for a serious relationship.
Ladies, when a man tell you that, believe him, okay? And if you're looking for something serious and he ain't, leave his ass alone.
Fantasia was cool with that, and she told him they would connect with each other soon. Within a few more days, she reached out and invited him to her birthday party in D.C.
I'm noticing a pattern. Y'all noticing it too, ain't you? She doing all the work, pursuing him, chasing him. I'm just gonna say it. He wasn't that into her. He was not that into her. She was not his type. Okay. Now let this be a lesson to y'all asses. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about.
In their book, Kendall explained that he didn't want to attend the party because he wasn't interested in the 6-hour drive to D.C. However, his friend convinced him to go, and they drove there together and had a good time.
Damn, he didn't even want to go to the party. And how come he couldn't fly? Baby, if it was somebody he wanted, you best believe, and y'all men can attest to this, if that's a woman that you want, you will get your ass in that car. You'll sleep in the car.
The next day, Fantasia jetted off to Cancun with some friends, and she admitted that she stayed on FaceTime with Kendall during the entire trip. She even tried to convince him to meet her in Mexico, but because he was still on probation, he wasn't able to hop on a plane and leave the country.
Well, that explains some shit. This bitch doing too damn much to fly a nigga out she just met. Hell, it's giving desperate. It's giving thirsty. It's giving give me a drink of water. And what kind of business is he building he can stay on the phone all damn day? Y'all remember he said he was too busy to date anybody seriously because he was busy building his business. See, that was the lie he told because he was trying to let her ass down easy, but she didn't get the memo.
She told Billboard website she knew he was the one when she was getting ready to go on the road. He got down on his knees and said, "Can I pray for you? I just want to cover you down the road." But they were never actually dating. In their co-authored book, she described him as her friend. But then, while sitting around and discussing the future, Kendall looked at her and said, "Let's do it." So in October 2014, just 3 weeks after meeting, they tied the knot at a courthouse and exchanged matching wedding bands. That night, they knocked boots for the first time.
Yeah, 3 weeks. I thought he was busy building his business. I thought he didn't want no relationship. How he go from I'm busy to let's get married? I think he saw a sucker and licked it. That's what I think.
Fantasia did one thing right by allowing Kendall to encourage her to get a prenup, although she told the Breakfast Club that she would have married him without one.
Your dumb ass.
Kendall got a tattoo of her name on his chest. And besties, you already know these types of tattoos are typically the kiss of death in relationships. When the images of his tattoo hit the internet, it was the first time that the public became aware that she was in a relationship. And welp, a social media user immediately sent all of Kendall's criminal history to blogger Love B. Scott.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
The insider told the website that Kendall had an extensive rap sheet that included a physical altercation with a woman, possession of substances, possession of a weapon, and failure to pay child support. He was also convicted of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon in 2003.
Wait a minute, he a damn felon?
With his recent brush with the law occurring in 2012, Love B. Scott concluded that Kendall had turned his life around a couple of years before he met Fantasia. Behind the scenes, they already had major issues as a married couple. They realized they both had alpha personalities, and they were competing against each other when it came to business and making money. 6 months after they married, Fantasia revealed she was no longer with her record label, her grandmother had passed away, and she and Kendall had broken up.
Grand opening, grand closing.
2 months later, they were back together and looking happier than ever. With rumors swirling that their breakup was due to cheating, Fantasia took to her Instagram to write,
"No one lied, no one cheated, no one broke a single vow. What we learned was to keep those who aren't for us out of our marriage. As our love grows stronger, our circle grows smaller."
They had another wedding ceremony in July 2015, this time with all of their family and friends present. Then on Christmas Day 2016, they renewed their vows. By September 2019, Fantasia was apparently a relationship expert.
Y'all so messy.
Due to the arguments they had early on in their marriage, she decided it was time to relinquish control. During an appearance on The Breakfast Club, she said,
"Most women are trying to be the leader. That's why you can't find a man. You can't be the king in the house. Fall back and be the queen and let your man lead the way." Too late now, bitch. You never gave that man an opportunity to show his leadership skills when y'all were dating or so-called friends. You didn't let him pursue you. You didn't let him call you first. You didn't let him make plans for dinner dates. You didn't let that man show you he could be a leader. And now that you married, you want to relinquish control to a man who has not proven his leadership skills. Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. Hell no. Hell no. Red flags. Where's the ding, ding, ding button? Somebody ding this. Talking about some king of the house. Hell, he the damn queen. He the queen.
Many people called her advice outdated and wrong, and they took issue with the idea of a woman submitting to a man. Fantasia and Kendall hopped on Instagram, and Kendall explained that submission is a beautiful song and dance between two lovers. He also said that Fantasia submitting to him doesn't mean he makes all the household decisions. Instead, they talk things out, and after he considers her opinion, he decides what's best for their family.
Okay, let me get this right. Fantasia is the breadwinner, but he's the one making the decisions for the family. Hell no, you got to earn that position.
Even though they were finally on the same page, things were still falling apart. Fantasia's financials were in shambles due to people taking advantage of her, and Kendall had to step away from the logistics company he was a part of after getting into a disagreement with the co-founders. In their co-authored book, Fantasia stated that she and Kendall decided to come together to start an independent record label called Rock Soul Entertainment.
Damn it, Fantasia. How many times Auntie Regina gotta tell these bitches to stop mixing business with pleasure? He co-founded a logistics company. Tell me why the fuck he couldn't start another logistics company. That's what he knows. That's what he do. He don't know about entertainment or the music business. Now y'all tell me who benefiting the most from this damn marriage. I'll wait.
They also started a nonprofit called Salute First, where Kendall helps convicted felons and at-risk youth turn their lives around. When they were trying to get both companies off the ground, they were dead broke. In their book, Fantasia said they would make tuna and bologna sandwiches for date nights and go to the airport to watch the planes take off. Fantasia added,
"I thought it was romantic. I would be grinning from ear to ear."
Lowered expectations. After experiencing fertility issues for years, Fantasia announced in 2020 that they were expecting their first child together. In celebration of their new arrival, Fantasia gifted Kendall with a Christian Dior diaper bag. Their daughter Keziah was born in May 2021, making them a family of 6.
You said she gave him a diaper bag. Ain't he supposed to be giving her a push gift? Child.
They released their relationship advice book in 2022, and in 2023, Kendall received an honorary doctorate degree from Texas Seminary Christian University. As for Fantasia, she hasn't released a studio album since 2019, but she still performs worldwide and appeared in the 2023 film The Color Purple. Fantasia, who once admitted to being illiterate, now credits her husband for encouraging her newfound passion for books. She told CNN,
"I used to hate to read, hated it, and now I can't stop reading." Should have read that damn background check before you married that man. That's what you should have read.
She told Essence magazine that her whole life changed when Kendall came into her world. He has given her the type of leadership that their household needs and gives her the love she deserves. With Kendall by her side, she told Essence,
I'm not the same Fantasia, and I love the queen that I'm becoming. The problem with Fantasia and a lot of y'all is you don't realize that you are already a queen. You've always been a queen. And the entrance of a man into your life does not a queen make. Okay?
although the red flags are busting us upside the head, we wish Fantasia, Kendall, and their family nothing but the best.
Bestie, you so damn messy. You so damn messy.